Which of these states? Which state shares Delaware? Which state shares Minnesota? Which of these? Which of the? Which state shares Utah? Which state shares a border? Illinois. Which state? Wisconsin. Which state? Alaska. Which state? Montana. Which of these? Which state? Hawaii. Which state shares Arizona? Which state? Alabama. Which state shares Indiana? Which state? Virginia. Which state? Nebraska. Which state? Arkansas. Which state? Delaware. Which of these? Which state? Michigan. Which state borders Alaska? Which state shares New Hampshire? Which state shares Maryland? Which state borders Illinois? Which state shares North Dakota? Which state shares New Mexico? Which state borders the Gulf of Texas? Which state borders Kentucky? Which of these states? Which state shares Washington? Which state shares Kentucky? Which of these states is Nevada? Which state shares a border with Ohio? In Indiana. Which of these states is Idaho? Which state borders the Virginia? Which of these states is Massachusetts? Which state borders the Atlantic Ocean? Florida, Florida. Which state borders the Pacific Ocean? New York, Oregon. Which state borders the Atlantic Ocean? Georgia. Which of these states is Kansas? Which state borders Pennsylvania? Which state shares California? Which of these Which state Louisiana? Which state shares Minnesota? Which state borders New York? Which state borders Hawaii? Which state shares a border with Alabama, Florida? Which state borders the Mississippi River? Iowa. Which state borders Maine? Which state borders Arkansas? Which state shares a border with Arizona?